What's up, everyone? Welcome back. I'm Blake McLain, and I'm a music producer. So, today I'm doing Why Don't We? This one was requested a little bit, and I came across them, and I was like, you know what? This might be actually kind of fun. I literally have not heard anything from them at all. So, yeah, pretty stoked to listen to them and see what it's all about. Because there's apparently a lot of hype, so we'll see. Before we get started, though, as always, please give me a like, give me a subscribe if you enjoyed the video. I'm going to put my social media up top. Please give me a follow on Instagram, Twitter, whatever you use, and send me a message, give me suggestions, whatever. I'm getting back to everybody, working super hard to get back to everyone because I really appreciate you all so much, and this is just the coolest thing ever. So, yeah. Oh, also, some other things coming probably this week. Flickr, Reputation, and Icarus Falls Part 2. So don't worry. Those are coming. 21 Pilots, I think, next week, and a bunch of other stuff, so who knows? We'll see. Working on it. Let's get going. Let's dive in. So, 8 letters. Let me start that over. That way I can hear it. What was that, though? Is that a sax? I think it's a sax with like a distortion on it. Sounds really like Kenny G in the beginning. I mean, I'm not complaining.
You know me the best. You know my words, see me hurt, but you don't judge. That right there is the scariest feeling.
It's got a nice swing to the vocal too, to the melody line.
Opening and closing up again. I've been hurt, so I don't trust. Now here we are staring at the ceiling.
What I mean by the swing too is that now we are staring at the ceiling. Like, it's just very like this instead of now we are all staring by the ceiling, like that, you know? I'm gonna pull it back too. I've learned better. I have to pull things back.
Now here we are staring at the ceiling. I've said those words before, but it was a lie, and you deserve to hear them.
A little bit of guitar too.
If all it is to say that, why is it so hard to say? If all it is to say that,
Little vocoder underneath too. That's so Zed, like Taylor Swift, Reputation.
why am I in my own way? Why do I pull you close and then ask you for space?
Okay, I dig this.
If all it is to say that is, why is it so hard to say?
Huge verb on that vocal too, and they use it as like a swell to like pull in the next part.
Isn't it amazing how almost every line on our hands align? When your hands are mine, it's like I'm whole again. Isn't that a sign I should speak my mind? I've said those words before, but
They've got nice like dynamic with their voices too. Like they've got really nice they're nice changes, you know. Also that little guitar again, like.
Why is it so hard to say?
Also the little plucks behind, which the plucks are like synth plucks. It's just the gun, gun, gun.
If all it is to say that is, why am I in my own way? Why do I pull you close and then ask you for space? If all it is to say that is, why is it so hard to say?
What's interesting is like the vocal melody has been swung a lot in some different places, but the beat is straightforward. It's just goddamn. So you have that nice contrast.
If all it is 8 letters, why am I in my own way?
They pulled like everything out of it. You could hear it like right when it did it. I'm gonna pull it back just a little bit. So they pulled like all that verb and everything out. Still there.
Why is it so hard to say? If all it is 8 letters, why am I in my
That's where they cut it.
Why do I pull you close and then ask you for space? If all it is 8 letters, why is it so hard to say? If all it is 8 letters, I close my eyes.
I just wish they had thrown the high over there. I'll show you at the very end. Yeah, I'm digging this now. Okay, so this is what I was gonna say right here at the very end. I just wanted the high note. That's it. Wait.
If all it is to say that when I close my eyes, it's you.
I didn't have enough breath, but that na over the top. All right, let's go to talk. They have like a really that little synth in the beginning, because it cuts so quick. It makes it sound like island mallets.
It's not just me, no, you feel it too. You know and I know.
Color response.
We lost a lotto. It's like our love cut the line in two. We're on different sides though.
That's vocal percussion, isn't it? That.
Lost in the echo. Our lips
Yeah.
are moving, they make it work.
That's totally what it is.
Turn the radios, we make it worse. Cause I'm not listening, and you're not listening. No, we try to fix it, it never
Bringing that guitar in too a little bit, like they've just started swelling it in.
listening. No, we try to fix it, it never works. We go breaking up like cell phones when I speak, cause you don't listen when I talk. Dial tone, nothing but
Bass sits.
I know when you speak, cause I don't listen when you talk. Ooh, yeah. Don't think we'll ever get better, better. Gets worse with every letter. Down.
Call and response.
Nothing but that high note on repeat, cause we don't listen when we talk. If we could speak like we're trying to.
The difference between, actually that sounded like Justin Bieber. Whoa, it was the trying to, like it's very airy, you know what I mean, and just kind of cut and has this weird like I guess like covered sound a little bit to the vocal. But what was I gonna say? Oh, the difference between the way that their vocals are mixed. Like, oh my gosh, they really gave each person their own little like their own particular sound.
Conversation, communication. I'm hearing me and you're hearing you. We're on different islands, just sounds of silence. Our lips are moving, they make it worse. Oh, words turn to riddles to make it worse. Cause I'm not listening, and you're not listening. Oh, we try to fix it, it never works. Hey. We go breaking up like sound.
See what I mean? See how everything was like way farther back, and now they bring it all forward. It that helps with the dynamic changes, like the transitions. Because actually, there's not even really a huge hook here.
When I speak, cause you
I guess there is.
don't listen when I talk. Dial tone, nothing but that high note. When you speak, cause I don't listen when you talk. Ooh, yeah.
Obviously, that's the call and response. That talk.
Don't think we'll ever get better, better. Gets worse with every letter. Dial tone,
I also just love how rhythmic this gets.
but that high note on repeat, cause we don't listen when we talk. Our lips are moving, they make it worse. Words and no riddles, we make it worse. Cause I'm not listening, and you're not listening. No, we try to fix it, it never works. Oh, we go breaking up like cell phones when I speak, cause you don't listen when I talk. Dial tone, nothing but that high note when you speak.
I just thought it was going to come in bigger than that. I mean, it still sits. It just falls back into a groove, you know?
I don't listen when you talk. Don't think we'll ever get better. No, it's worse with every letter.
You know, call response.
But that I know because we don't listen when we talk.
Yeah. They're killer. They're spot on. Okay. Choose. And a nice little filter. Call response.
We're supposed to be together, you ain't thinking straight. I got a piece.
That was a cat, by the way. He does this. It's okay, bud. He gets lost.
Can go and ease your stress away. A couple times I came around and you was in my A. It's kinda hard to be in love when we're in different states. Feel some type of way, I ain't tryna play. You got options, I got options, but you here with me. Spend some time away, now I'm here to stay. Life ain't stopping, girl, what's poppin', what's it going?
There's actually sound those, that synth in the back almost sounds like it's filtered vocals. They might have layered like a synth and a vocal.
I'm just saying what you wanna do. I just dropped down in your city too.
See how they're also playing on the little spaces in between the beat? That's where you want to sit.
Let me put you on to something new. Ain't no telling what we get into.
Then you just add.
I'm just saying truth. I'm just saying truth. So what you saying to come? It shouldn't be a discussion. All of these girls be running around and I still be grabbing your love. So the say is no bluffing. In the say we buzzing. Touchdown.
It's like this has deep roots in like hip hop and R&B, big time. A lot more than it does pop. He's still screaming down there. Winnie. Yeah, I feel bad for him, but he'll be okay. He'll find his way. He does all.
So much you are than nothing. Feel some type of way. I ain't tryna play. You got options, I got options, but you here with me. Spend some time away. Now I'm here to stay. Life ain't stopping, girl, what's poppin', what's it gonna be? Truth. I'm just saying what you wanna do. Truth. I just dropped down in
Call response.
82. Truth. Let me put you on to something new. Truth. Ain't no telling what we get into.
This isn't even a lot of singing either. They've really stayed in like lower ranges in this. I mean, they'll go up into like a falsetto, like da na na na, like little things like that, but nothing like real like mixed voice. I'm sure you know it's coming. But.
I'm just saying truth. I'm just saying truth. 'Cause you got it, I want it, no time to waste. I got what you want.
There's a nice dirty bass underneath. You knew it was coming.
'Cause you got it, I want it, no time to waste. I got what you want, so come here to me. Truth. I'm just saying what you wanna do. Truth. I just dropped down in your city too. Truth.
There's nothing driving this section except for just a sub, which is just you can hardly even call the sub like super musical. But yeah.
Let me put you on to something new. Truth. Ain't no telling what we get into.
Then you have that down, down, down. All right. Oh, it's just the whole thing is slowed down. That's all it is. It's not even pitched down. It's slowed down. Which pitch is it? Cool. So then they slowed the whole thing down like that. All right, be right back. Gotta pause. All right, let's go to In Too Deep.
Used to be scared of the ocean.
There's a lot of guitar in this, and I'm pretty stoked about it. Like,
'Cause I didn't know how to swim. I took one sip of your potion.
it's very like East Side. Like, It used to meet me on the east side, on the city where the sun don't set. Like that, you know what I mean? Like the guitar is.
I'm just diving
Big
right
reverb.
in. I heard your sirens call, it was beautiful. I am drowning, but please don't save me. I'm in too deep, can't touch the bottom with my feet.
Oh, I love this. I love this.
Don't know what you did to me, I can't breathe, but I'm living. I'm in too deep, can't touch the bottom with my feet.
That tone on the guitar is very John Mayer now. Like it's, John Mayer's is a little bit of a thicker tone, but like it's probably played on a Strat. I mean, I love this. I love this sound. It's a good mix.
Don't know what you did to me, I can't breathe, but I'm living. I'm in too deep.
Yeah.
I'm in too deep.
Nice reverb sound in the back, just as a little bit of a transition into the next section.
Treasure just full as your diamond. I don't mind staying down here.
That's cool. So that snare is breathing. It's going like it sounds like Darth Vader. It's almost like. So it's changing pitches on each hit.
Thought by now I would be dying, but your love gives me all my air. I heard your sirens call, it was beautiful.
That's a nice lead in for that section. It works so well.
I am drowning, but please don't save me. I'm in too deep.
And that works too because there's two different lead ins. So it goes right in there. I'm in too deep. That was actually the harmony bit.
My feet, don't know what you did to me. I can't breathe, but I'm living. I'm in too deep. Can't touch the bottom with my feet. Don't know what you did to me. I can't breathe, but I'm living. I'm in too deep. I'm in too deep.
It's nice and swung too. Like the little hats and they're like this.
I'm in too deep, can't touch the bottom with my feet. Oh no.
Pop. I told y'all this would happen a bunch.
Did to me, I can't breathe, but I'm living. I'm in too deep. I never thought that you could be my underwater symphony. I can't breathe, but
Those harmonies in the back to those probably in the right note, but still like, yeah, it helps sort of carry that vocal.
living. I'm in too deep. Can't touch the bottom with my feet. Don't know what you did to me. I can't breathe, but I'm living. I'm in too deep.
It's actually moving the progression.
I'm in too deep. I'm in too deep.
Oh, I'm digging this. I'm feeling this. Alright. Friends. Ooh.
Friday night.
What? What? I'm sorry, that's just not what I was expecting at all. You start with something like big and reverb like that, and it's crazy to... They went like steel drum, like tropical with that. What? And then the voice didn't... It just threw me.
Now. And now I got all of my friends trying to call my phone. And I'm feeling like I wanna get in my zone.
This is different. This is so different. I'm not doing this camera.
So let me know if the party's on. Is your friend's daddy got a real big house? Real big house, real big house. Heard they gone away, we can all hang.
Not a huge fan of this one. I'm not gonna lie. It feels odd. So far. I might change. Everything does change.
All hang up till Monday. My friend Freddie got a real
Actually, that's a play off of a lot of times they say when you're writing, use nursery rhymes and write different words to the nursery rhymes, then put a new melody to them. So like that ba bum ba da got a ba ba da real fast car. Like, what is that one? What is that nursery rhyme? That's a nursery rhyme. I know it is. I can't remember. Something. That's better. I like that, and I like the flamenco guitar too. I don't know what it is about this one that it makes me. You know what it might be? It might be because they're using like some detuned instruments in it that it just feels like gives you a little bit of anxiety, I guess, which is fine. Like you can do that.
And I know they look.
See, like those are detuned.
Get up to no good, but they ain't nothing but a lot of fun once you get to know.
You know what probably would have been really cool here, and I think it also just might be where, for me, this is totally like my opinion, but like it might just be where his vocal is sitting against like the against the instruments that are in the back, like that detuned it's like a kalimba or something. It might work better for me if he did it all falsetto there. Like, let's pull it back.
And I know they look like they get up to no good.
Yeah, and I know they look, but nothing get up to no good. Like, it might just sound a little bit closer and like sexier, you know?
But they ain't nothing but a lot of fun once you get to know. And I can cut, yeah, you won't even have to do it.
And then bringing the low is like a harmony. And maybe.
Tell me what you wanna drink and I'll bring a couple things along. Is your friend's daddy got a real big house, real big house, real big house? Heard they gone away, we can all hang out till Monday. My friend Freddie got a real fast car, real fast car, real fast car. Won't take long cause it ain't that far, ain't that far. All we want is a little place that we can all have fun.
And see, that sits well too. Like, I love this section.
And I swear I won't break a thing. All we want is a little place where we can dance. I know you understand. Let me know it's on and I'll bring my friends.
And you know, now that I'm thinking about it too, it's not his voice that's the problem. Like, it's not the tone of his voice or anything. Well, it kind of technically, I guess, is. But like, it's not that I don't like his voice. It's that I just think a different part of his voice would sound better there, maybe. I don't know. This is one of the first ones that I feel odd on. Like, ever.
Them to all your friends. If they get along, we can all be friends.
Also, you watch in a week, I'm gonna be loving this.
Come along. Just
Happens every time. That felt like Justin Timberlake. That was nice. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, I feel like kind of where the tone needed to be. Just a little bit higher like that.
I can introduce them to all your friends. If they get along, we can all be friends. Or I could come along.
Yeah.
Just me you on our own.
Cool way to end too. I like the ending. And that was not meant to be like, oh, I just like the ending because it's over. No, actually, I like the ending, and I like what they did with the vocal there too at the very end. Like that's kind of maybe what I was waiting for, you know. All right, let's go to hard. very Justin Timberlake, Can't Stop the Feeling there. Except it's like a 16th notes instead of, I think his are eighths or quarters, because it's like gum.
It's hard to act like I don't think about you sometimes.
Call response.
I should win an Oscar. It was my birthday, right at the end of the night. It was the first time he hurt you bad and you cried. Right in my arms, fell to a million pieces, held you together. Girl, I know all your secrets. Do you know what it is to be the one to fix you, and all you do is run back to...
It's interesting, they're creating like a little bit of a like the tension with throwing the vocal like in and out of sync with the music. So it just gives you a little bit, it leaves you on the edge just a little bit more than normal. You know what I mean? It feels like it's about to fall apart almost, but it isn't. It's actually very carefully being held together.
The one who breaks your heart. You're making this too hard. I know I said I'd be your friend, but it's too hard. Hard. It's just too hard. I said I'd be there to the end, but it's too hard. Hard. It's just too hard. You keep running back to him. I know it's hard. Hard. It's just too hard. I know I said I'd be your friend, but it's too hard.
They just keep adding the little harmonies in too, and it sounded like there was a guitar for a second, but I think it's just synth.
It's just too hard. It's hard to sing along to songs of people.
Keep those drums going, give it a little bit of movement on that second verse.
They're happy. I should win a Grammy. You block his number, and then you call me instead. You give him distance, and then you sleep in my bed. You say you miss him.
That guy actually has the, okay, this is funny, and I'm sure every time I say something like this, chat loses it, but like, if any of them are watching, but like, that guy almost has the same tone. Like, he sits in the same place as Louis Tomlinson from One Direction, or from One Direction, he's Louis Tomlinson now, but like, sits in the same sort of spot. It's not even the accent, but it's like the ring he gets from his tone. It's probably just because I've been listening to that guy a lot lately, like, all of his.
That's my mission, is to be here when you're sad. Do you know what it is to be the one to fix you, and all you do is run back to the one.
That's probably gonna go nuts. Yeah, now I'm thinking about it. Okay, let me keep going.
Who breaks your heart? You're making this too hard. I know I said I'd be your friend.
Yeah, bringing that nice high falsetto.
It's just too hard. I said I'd be there to the end, but it's too hard. Hard. It's just too hard. You keep running back to him. I know it's hard. Hard. It's just too hard. I know I said I'd be your friend, but it's too hard.
They're really good at adding in and stacking harmonies. And it's just so hip hop. But I like it. It's like hip hop pop, you know?
It's just too hard. All this daytime drama makes me feel so alive. So good at faking, I should
Call response.
win at me. I know I said I'd be your friend, but it's
Just took all the verb out again.
hard. It's just too hard. I said I'd be there to the end, but it's too hard.
And that pitch down vocal underneath where it's going, it's really, really, really low.
Hard. It's just too hard. You keep running back to him. I know it's hard. Hard. It's just too hard. I know I said I'd be your friend, but it's too hard. Hard. It's just too hard. Hard. It's just too hard. Hard. It's just too hard.
Little detune on that piano too. You know, I'd be curious as to what their vocal ranges are, like without like a falsetto or anything like that, or like specifically like a head voice. I wonder what their chest range is like, because they're not going crazy with it. So I don't know. I would just be curious, because like that's sort of where my range lies too, and listening to something like this helps me a ton, because I can then come up with new and interesting ways to like make hooks work and stuff like that, because I can't go up, you know, the full octave without going falsetto, which I do in a lot of stuff, but, you know, you don't want to do it every time. You want to keep people kind of on their toes and do different things. Okay, so let's go to hooks. Actually, I'm going to pause. Let's keep going. Let's go to hooks. Cool.
You got a bad reputation.
Used a ton of detuned instruments. It's crazy. Normally, I'm not a huge fan of them because they're hard to place. You know what I mean? And they're hard to sing over if you're using them as the primary instrument.
In my neighborhood, you drive me mad with temptation, 'cause it tastes so good. You know I wouldn't walk away, even if I could. It took one,
Nice little bit of grit too.
one try, and I'm hooked. You were there when I was low, you held me high.
Brought him real for the vocal.
And baby, when you take control, we can go all night.
Also, that bass is just kind of driving the verse.
Every single place we go, you start a fight, but then you kiss my neck and take a bite. Everybody says I'm sleeping with the enemy. I don't even care if you're gonna be the death of me.
They're using rhythmic changes big time with the vocal, you know, so it's like nice elongated, and then you have that or whatever. I don't know what it was. Something like that, but it's just as opposed to look out your eyes. You know, that's kind of where you go with it. I'm sure it's gonna open up from here.
You got a bad reputation in my neighborhood. You drive me mad with temptation, 'cause it tastes so
I dig his vocal.
good. You know I wouldn't walk away, even if I could. It took one night, one try, and I'm hooked.
The beat of this actually reminds me a little bit of 5 Seconds of Summer Valentine. It sits in the same thing, except this is a little bit lighter, you know, because theirs was a lot darker. Also, call and response. Nice.
I know that I shouldn't touch, but you twist my arm, 'cause I can never get enough once the feeling starts. Baby,
Cool little percussive. I can never remember what that's called either.
gasoline and your kiss is the spark, but then you take the wheel and crash my car. Everybody says I'm sleeping with the enemy.
Nice and syncopated.
I don't even care if you're gonna be the death of me. You got a bad reputation in my neighborhood. You drive me mad with temptation, 'cause it tastes
Hear what bringing in the piano does there? It just really separates out the sections, and it's a nice hard piano too.
so good. You know I wouldn't walk away, even if I could. It took one night, one try, and I'm hooked.
I love those oohs. Those are cool.
Got me under your influence. I swear I'm never gonna give you up.
Now that voice that sits.
You got a bad reputation
Alright.
in my
I'll take it.
neighborhood. You drive me mad with temptation, 'cause it tastes so good.
It's also, I think, the first time I've heard acoustic guitar on this entire album.
No, I wouldn't walk away, even if I could. It took one night, one try, and I'm hooked.
Yeah, this style is very similar. Like I said, to it's like, I don't even want to say that. I was gonna say like a pop Post Malone, like way poppier, but like I guess it kind of is. It's like the way that the where the vocals are sitting and like how they just use rhythmic changes, you know, to set the dynamic. All right, let's go. Last song, Falling. Again, Detuned. A little bit, maybe. Yeah.
Girls like you, they just don't understand. Didn't mean harm, but you killed a man. Loving you never was in the plan. Stuck in.
I think that might be mixed with a coda. I love how dark it is.
As I sink in your sand. Swear I saw it coming. I'm a fool for wanting. You don't wanna be rushed. You don't wanna be touched. It's a shame girls like you don't know how to love. Try to give you my all, but it's not enough. Can't you see that I'm falling?
Yeah.
Can't you see that I'm falling?
How deep and dark that bass is.
For you, show me where your heart is.
And that's what creates that section. That's what gives it its oomph.
Can't you see that I'm falling, falling for you? Can't you see that I'm lost? And I want this. Can't believe that I'm falling like this for you. Can't you see that I'm falling? I'm falling, falling for you.
Nice. Cutting those off with the kick.
I would do for us, but the stars don't align and not here for us. It's a shame.
It's also cool how they're moving the progression along, like the actual chord progression, which it's not even. Yeah, it is. Even though there's no real chord being played, like with the snare drum.
Like you don't know how to trust. Wish my feelings would turn around from love to lust. Swear I saw it coming. I'm a fool for wanting. You don't wanna be rushed. You don't wanna be touched. It's a shame girls like you don't know how to love. Try to give you my all, but it's not enough. Can't you see that I'm falling? Can't you see that I'm falling, falling for you? Show me where your heart is. Can't you see that I'm falling, falling for you? Can't you see that I'm lost? And I want this. Can't believe that I'm falling like this for you. Can't you see that I'm falling?
That's dirty. That's nice. It's like they took a string and put distortion on the strings.
In my dreams and my hopes in my mind, they remind me of you.
I don't know if that's a match or I don't know if I like that sound. It's like one of the for me, like the nails on the chalkboard, but it's like I don't even want to talk about it.
Should've left from I can't get out, I don't know what to do.
You know what I'm talking about? It's one of those sounds where like it just like yeah, gives you chills.
You can dig my grave, cause it can't be safe. Like a grain of sand in a tidal wave. In a broken place, no I can't be traced. Wish you had known my feelings in better ways. Can't you see that I'm falling?
Nice distortion on the vocal too. It's like that proximity effect where you get too like really, really, really close to the microphone and just give it a little much. It overloads it basically. You're peaking.
Can't you see that I'm falling, falling for you? Show me where your heart is. Can't you see that I'm falling, falling for you? Can't you see that I'm lost? And I want.
It's like Icarus Falls and Post Malone mixed together. That's what this is like. That's exactly what this is like.
Can't believe that I'm falling like this for you. Can't you see that
And
I'm
maybe The Weeknd. Yeah, especially that distorted thing in the back that reminds me of you only call me when it's half-fast. Now you done it. You know what I mean? You have that really like I'll pull it up after this. You see. Yeah. Should have kept this falsetto going there too. That would have been cool and like brought it in. Oh. I know I have a lot of like suggestions for this, but it's making my mind work and things I might just do on mine. Pulling it back. Ready? Right here. Oh man, that would have been cool. Okay, I dig it though. Like, I'm huge into this. what I was gonna say is The Weeknd. Where are you? I know you all probably know this. How could you not? But like, let's see. Which one is it? It's The Hills. Should listen to the proximity. Yeah. So like that's the okay. Yeah. Just yeah. I love it. So okay, I dug the like. That was a fantastic album, EP. I think it's more of an EP because there's only 8 songs. Was it 8 or 7? I think it was 8. Just double check. I know I was like slightly critical in some places, but like, that's just because this got my brain going. I like it. 8 songs. Yeah. Killer. If you all want me to do any more of this stuff, let me know because I would definitely be down. And if I don't, I'm probably going to end up listening to it on my own. So, yeah, let me know, and thanks for hanging around, and I'll catch y'all later.